Hey everybody, this is Robert, and welcome to Answers with Robert once again. So, in my last video, we were talking about parenting and what it's like to be a parent, and I think I covered it pretty good. I had a few comments, and people wanted to know more, but I think I'm going to wait on that subject just a little bit because there's something that's kind of pressing me right now that I need to get off my chest. And one of those things is right now what's going on with that Canaan kid who got shot by African American, and it's a tragedy. And what's worse is the media is not covering it, and that right there is proof that the mainstream media will do anything in their power just to lie, and they lie to us every day. Okay. Fox News ran a story about it, and I think it's pretty good that they did. But what's important is that we all we all have to think about this. It could have been one of our children. It could have been, my kid or my grandkids or something like that. I mean, are we that selfish that we can't think about the tragedy that those kids have gone through in that family? I mean, his two sisters watched it happen right in front of him. Can you imagine, you know, what it's going to be like? Oh, I think about that, and I cringe, to be honest with you, that there's no justice for this young man. But what I'm seeing is I'm starting to see uh, on, I think it was Facebook or it might have been on Twitter, where people are protesting justice for this young gentleman. And I thought it was kind of, in a way, I don't know. I think it's cool that they're doing this, but let's not let the protesting turn to violence and rioting and looting and stuff like that. Let's show these people what peaceful protesting is really like. If we're going to do anything like that for this young man, I watched on Twitter as Hollywood is saying it's no big deal. I mean, I'm watching people of them just ignore it. It's no big deal for them, and I think it's a big deal. Um, I would like to think that we're better than that. I would like to think that this society should just get a grip. I just heard that today from a coworker, and she said it plain. We all need to just get a grip, and this all needs to go away. And the only way it's going to go away is it's up to the American people to make all this go away, and we should make it go away. Uh, Personally, I'm fed up with what's going on the extreme left, and I think it's actually humiliating, not only to me but to many other people. And I just find it uh, incredible that we're allowing this to happen. Now, what's really amazing is the left is violent. They are beating people up. But I'll tell you something that was mind blowing to me. And that was that I saw something today that was totally amazing. And not only amazing, but it's starting to give me a good feeling of what's going to happen in November. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So what I think is going to happen here is what I saw today was down in Florida, a parade of boats, and it had nothing but Trump on it. We're talking thousands of boats. Uh, and I didn't see one Biden. At least there might have been somebody out there, but at least I didn't see it in the anything that I was looking at. Um, and I'm starting to see a little bit now of Biden and Harris, a little bit here and there, but it's not the capacity of Trump. I think, really, um, I honestly feel that what's going to happen is in September, starting in September, the closer we get to election, things are going to start to get really nasty, and I mean really nasty. Today, I seen a picture of it's a truck with mailing mailboxes on it. And someone wrote a piece saying that, oh, Trump's having these removed because he's not going with the left's $2 trillion stimulus to pay the post office. And that's not what he said. And what really gets me is some of my best friends are falling for that stuff. And it just bothers me that they do that. There's absolutely no proof or evidence that Trump said that, because I watched when he was talking about that, I watched exactly what so here's part of maybe what he said. When I say maybe, because I don't know it word for word. And I'm sure this might get fact check or whatever you want to call it, but really they can't fact check our station because we have our own platform. So what he said was there's mail-in and then there's absentee submit absentee vote, your absentee vote, that's what it's called. So they're saying it's the same, and it's not the same. Matter of fact, I did mine like that, and I had to have it sent to me. I have to give over the right credentials. I walked right down to City Hall and handed it over. I didn't put it in a mailbox. But the mail-in, they're mailing it to people who are dead with their names on it. So what happens is anybody can fill those out and send them back. Who is going to know? That's the difference between the two. And Donald Trump, President Trump, he is our president, said he just doesn't want the mail-in voting. Absentee is good. Mail-in is where they're afraid of fraud. You know what? I don't blame them. Both sides should be freaking out about it. But you know what's really, really, really kind of like remarkable is the left isn't saying anything about it. They're for it. So that makes me very suspicious. If they thought that by the mail-in that Trump would get ahead, you can bet your ass that they would be losing their freaking minds. But think about it. Because they're not, and they're trying to promote it, what do you think they're trying to do? And that's what they're trying to do. They're crazy, people. We need to stop this madness all around. And so, I came in here today really not wanting to talk about this, but the closer it gets, the more I start to think things are going to frickin' bomb. And when they bomb, I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm preparing myself for a show. Sit back, grab some popcorn, turn on the TV, and get ready for a great show for up until November. And then when it comes down to it, there's going to be, after November, when there's counting and everything's going, there is going to be people in the streets, just like they did before. They're going to be screaming just like they did before, and things are just not going to look good. Not going to look good at all. So we need to really think about this. And as a nation, all of us should put aside our differences and let's try to get us out of this pandemic. Get the facts straight, what we're supposed to do, get our children back to school, get people back to work, and let's make this country the best country in the world. And we're the ones that hold the key to that, honestly. If you want to know the truth, that's the direction I would like to go in. So if we as the people, can come together and stop this Trump derangement, because that's really all it is. It's these people just hate Trump, period. And honest to God, guys, he's done some pretty good things. And matter of fact, I see things on like TikTok and where they say, show me 3 things that Trump has done for the African American. Well, you know what? We don't have to show you nothing because it shows in the number that unemployment is down for you guys where it was down. New jobs, things opening up for African Americans that they never had before. These are things from Trump, and it ain't from Obama. Obama wanted to do something. Now, one of these days, I'd like to get into. I have a guest that I'm going to be bringing on the show with GHTR Underground, and this guest is going to talk to us about the New World Order. And I personally, let me let me tell you about this. This is funny. I never thought I believed in that. Ask God, people. I don't think I believed in it. I thought that was just something out of a movie, whatever, the New World Order. But then, right out of her mouth, the mayor of Chicago, Lightfoot, said that she has people in certain places that she has put in certain places to prepare for the New World Order. Wow. I hit home. And I said, oh my God, she said it. And she doesn't care about people. All she cares about is herself. And that's a lot of it. Even Whitmer here in Michigan is an evil bitch. I mean, I don't like to say that, but she is. She's crazy. And it's not going to be long before she's going to follow suit. Michiganders, just hear me out. If you think things are bad now, just wait, because she's about to either shut us down, because here's what's going to happen. Kids are going to go back to school, and then all of a sudden there's going to be a spike in the coronavirus, the COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, okay? There's going to be a spike. And when there's a spike, she's going to get something up in her panties, and she's going to go, oh, we need to close down the state to protect the children. Then she's going to use our children against us. See how easy that plays? It's not going to work. I'm telling you, it's what could happen, and there's nothing that neither of us can do about it. So we need to do something as a country. We need to do something to make this work a little bit better than it has. And it's kind of why I feel that somehow, somewhere, over the rainbow, you want to call it, there's got to be something good. Because if it's not going to be good and things are going to get worse, it kind of falls into the tribulation, the end of times. And there's a lot of Christian movement right now wondering if this is the end of times. They're kind of putting the pieces of the puzzle. I mean, look what happened in Israel. I mean, these are things written right out of the Bible. These are right before the 7 trumpets and stuff start blowing. Things are going to happen. Everybody, I don't know. I really don't know. I would like to think that we got some more time, but this might be the end, because the way that the chaos is going to go. Can you imagine what's going to happen if Trump is reelected in November? Can you imagine what the derangement is going to be like then? What they are going to try to do for the next 4 years and spend billions of dollars trying to remove him for office? Can you imagine how bad it's really going to get? I don't want to be, like this downer, but God, guys, you have to notice. Don't go through life, closing your eyes and turning your head and say, oh, nothing's going to happen. It's all BS. We need to be prepared. We do. Because here's what I want you to think about. When we closed down the first time, did you see the panic about toilet paper? Can you imagine what it's going to be like when there's no food, no grocery stores are going to be open? Can you imagine what it's going to be like? People breaking into your home, stealing your food, stealing things just to get money to get food. It's going to happen. It could happen. That's all I got to say about that. So anyway, I'm going to finish this up right now. I've got a show to do with Chris here maybe tonight. And I just want everybody to know to just pray and, let God handle stuff. And let's pray for the little boy who was gunned down and his family. I think we need to. Yeah, I think we need. We need to take care of the little boy who died needlessly, and it's sad. It's sad that happened. I'm not. The thing about it is, though, he's in a better place than we are right now, and he's never gonna have to worry about another thing ever, because we all know where he's at. He's kicking it with the big man. So, all right, man. You guys take care. Remember, subscribe below. If you have any comments, please comment below. Give me some, idea what everything's about, and we'll move from there. All right. Have a good night and take care. Bye.